Hey everybody, Greg Unthank, eXp Realty and the Greg Unthank team here with Steve Lichtenfeld, AmeriFirst Mortgage. And our last video, we kind of touched on the idea of something called recasting. And the idea is to help solve the problem with somebody who has a home to sell. They're afraid it's going to sell too fast. How do I buy the new home when I have a home to sell? And this was a solution for that. However, it's not a bad idea to kind of unwrap that in a little bit more detail because it can sound kind of complicated on the surface, but it's really pretty simple in the right situation. So Steve, can you talk about that some more?
Absolutely. Recasting is something that is unique to AmeriFirst because we are the seller servicer of the loan, which means you make your payments to AmeriFirst. So therefore, when you are selling or buying a property and selling a property and buying first then selling, and you're going to take that equity from the sale and apply it towards your principal balance of the home you bought, you can do so without going through the process of refinancing. And especially in a market that we're in and there's a rise in interest rates, you're locked into that 30-year rate on the home that you bought. The term stays the same, the rate stays the same. All we're doing is doing a principal reduction on the loan you have on your new house. So if you owe $300,000 and you want to put a principal reduction of $100,000 towards that $300,000, we're going to recalculate your principal and interest payment based on that $200,000 over 30 years instead of the $300,000 and eliminate any mortgage insurance if there was any. And we do that internally. There are a couple fees associated to it because it is a new mortgage, it's a new note, and it has to be recorded with the county. So it's just recording fees and a processing fee, which is very inexpensive.
So am I able to lock in the interest rate? Because I hear the interest rates could go up in the future. I mean, who knows? But if am I deciding down the road of what that rate's going to be, or do I know that up front?
Great question. Because when you bought that house and we closed on that house, you've already locked your rate in on your 30-year, 20-year, 15, whatever you have chosen to do. That rate is locked, and that does not affect your interest rate or your term. It just affects the principal and interest payment that you make on that property. So you are locked in at that rate. Now, if you have a scenario where interest rates have gone down, then we would possibly look at doing an actual refinance, looking at lowering your rate, lowering your term, lowering your payment, whatever the case may be.
All right, sounds good. So hey guys, if you have a home to sell, you want to buy up or buy down, you have some questions about how does this all work, how do I wrap my brain around all this recasting stuff and moving equity here and there, that's what we're here for. You can put a call on my schedule, just click that link that you see down there below. You can put it on my schedule at your convenience, or you can call Steve directly. His contact information is there, and we're happy to answer all your questions.